Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon XG Next Gen. You guys have not made it easy on me. I've already got my Phanpy and my Trico nickname. There are only a handful of them, and I kinda decided relatively easily which one I was gonna go with. But I had, like, not only did I have, like, 8 Bagon name suggestions, but they were all good. There were none of them that I looked at, and I was just like, nah, I can just write that one off and choose something else. Which isn't to say that you guys give, like, horrible names, but there are some names that are just like, I wouldn't do them, so I'm like, yeah, I don't want that one, I want a different one. But, like, all of the Bagon names, I was like, these are all reasonable. I would be fine with any of these. And there was no, it wasn't like when I named Nagisa, and it was like 4 different people said, yo, do Nagisa, that's an awesome idea, I like that idea. It was actually just like, 6 or 7 different people gave their own suggestion, and then that was it. There was no one agreeing with someone else like, yeah, do this name, or you should totally do what this guy said. It was just like 6 or 7 really good names that I have to now choose between, because life is suffering. But anyways, I know which one I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna say them right now. You'll see it when I actually name them. But, I wanted to really quickly, first of all, I should give this Draco plate back to Bagon so that, when it uses Dragon Breath, it does more damage. Second of all, I think I'm actually going to teach Thunder Wave back to Koji, or I could give it to Nagisa, actually, and I think I'll do that. What moves does Nagisa have? Something I can easily get rid of and be okay with? You do not need Headbutt. And I'll eventually get rid of Thunder Wave for something else. But I want Thunder Wave on a Pokemon so that I can paralyze whatever Shadow Pokemon, which is hopefully not Delcatty, that Lovrina has. Because I only have 5 Pokeballs and a Great Ball, so I think I might need every advantage possible. I don't really need to save again. So, yeah. There's the intro about me complaining about the names I'm going to have to do later. Let's go fight Lovrina. It should be the last fight in the area. I don't know what it's going to be like. We're leading with Phanpy and Koji so that I can either protect Bulldoze turn 1 or maybe protect Switch to Sax turn 1. Or we can discharge and then, like, Shadow Rush turn 1. Whatever we decide is the best course of action when the time comes upon us. I don't know what Lovrina is going to lead with. Unless it's just really good for me to go for Discharge turn 1, I'll probably end up using Protect to kind of scout, and then, Protect plus Bulldoze. But let's go. Let's see what happens. I really don't look forward to having to read this text. Yo, what's up? Oh, hey, you sneaked Crane out? Well, I mean, like, I didn't really sneak him out because we're still in here right now, but I'm in the process of it, yeah? Lovrina, this child here, he's the intruder. What's up? How's it going? Why do you stand like that? With your, like, the way your legs are positioned with, like, your knees coming in and, like, it looks like your ankle is at an odd angle? What is this? Oh, wait, I so have not heard about anyone leaving anywhere. Yeah, it's like a secret rescue thing, except I haven't really been secretive about it because I just walk around and beat people up, but, you know. Professor Crane is so going to be very busy. Oh, so very busy. So please be a nice boy and hashtag go away. Make it end. We're going back to the HQ lab. Stand aside, please. Going back. Hashtag LMAO. This is where you hashtag work from now on. After all, we so need you to keep working on your studies. You are so the key to our master plan. Hashtag XG001. The ultimate shadow Pokemon that can never be purified. I have some bad news for you. Stop that nonsense. Do you seriously think that I would help you do something that horrible? Oh, now your legs look a little more normal. Your knees are still, like, a little bent inward, though. It's really weird. Oh, that Naps. He screwed up again. I, like, have to punish him. I can't even... It's getting to the point where I can't even read it. Little boy, maybe you can convince Professor Crane. You should tell him to study our hashtag XG001. Why am I saying hashtag? It's number XG001. Or it should... I don't even remember if there was a hashtag there in the original game or not. Make it stop. You see, our plan is to make shadow Pokemon that can never be purified. XG001 is only our first prototype. So when we work out the problems, we can make combat units with XG series Pokemon. Wouldn't that be hashtag amazeballs? I actually think that my friend Michael wrote this text himself and talked with the hack creator to have it put in. It's the only thing that makes any sense anymore. But we need the professor's cooperation for our plan. So please, Bay! Bay! Oh, it's actually over. shut this game down. It was a mistake. I never should have played this. Can you please ask him #nicely to help? Nah. Oh, how nasty. You #hater. You won't help me with XG001 either? You'll be sorry. You'll #get to know. #sorry, not sorry. Make it end. Someone stop my suffering. Alright, Admin Lovrina, let's do it. Clefairy and Bay. It's actually named Bay. It's a shiny Kirlia. Someone actually end me. This is not okay. Hey, Phanpy's here. And so's Koji. So I think I am going to... Oh, no, wait. We already have the... It's gotta be the Clefairy. Alright, I'm gonna be real with you. We already have a fairy, and, like, Clefable is cool, but I don't really care for Clefable, so I am going to protect Bulldoze here. And I'm still gonna catch the Clefairy, obviously. That's gonna happen, but I really don't care to use it. Oh, that's... You have Energy Ball. Thank goodness you went for the Electric type for some asinine reason. Why would you do that? That makes no sense. The speed drops here are gonna be fantastic. That's really useful. Good damage, good damage. So now Phanpy will hopefully outspeed that... Oh, Shadow Bully. That sounds bad. That did a lot. Alright, so hopefully now Phanpy will outspeed and kill the... I'm not saying Bay. Kill the Kirlia with that. And then I'm going to, Oh, it'll definitely kill it if I also discharge. So I'm going to discharge here. Hopefully get the lucky para on the... Whatchamacallit. Get the para. Get the lucky para. Okay, I didn't get it. Rip. Oh, that killed you, too. So Shadow Rush is going to hit the Clefairy, I think? Or it'll hit whoever you send in. I don't know if it'll let you send a Mon in first or not. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, I am going to hit that. That's fine. Barely did anything, but whatever. Damage is damage. Please don't hit Koji. Ah, easy dodge. So I think here we just, Mr. Tickles. No! Stop! Get some help. This is not okay. Intimidate kind of sucks, but I think I'm, again, going to Bulldoze and Protect here. It just seems like the best option. I love having Protect on Koji this early game. Oh, you nerd! How dare you? Hopefully Clefairy attacked, what's-his-face this time? Koji. Please attack Koji this turn with your Shadow Bully. Ah, no, that's like the worst possible time for that to happen. Nah, you hit Phanpy. So I think here... Should I even bother calling you? You're definitely going to go down. Like, there's no way they're not going to hit you. So I think I am going to try and Shadow Rush you. Hopefully I outspeed you even though you didn't get speed dropped. And I am going to discharge again here. Come on, Lucky Perry. Perry? Perry the Platypus. I need Perry to just jump in out of nowhere and save me. Lucky Perry. Or, Para. Parry isn't like I parry the move. Yeah, there you go. That's not who I wanted the Lucky Para on. I should have been more specific. Why do you have a Lumberry? Well, you're super dead, so it doesn't matter. See you later, sucker. What? I know I'm at -1, but still, you lived that crunch. Please, no. Alright, yeah. Phanpy, you did incredibly well. So, well done. You should be proud. Especially with the speed drop, I think Nagisa should outspeed Clefairy. Shadow Bully is not super effective. I was wondering why I wasn't resisting it with, Phanpy was not resisting it. Normally, Shadow moves are resisted by Shadow Pokemon, and then non-Shadow Pokemon, it's super effective. So I'm a little confused as to what's going down there. I could discharge again, but I'm actually worried about getting the kill on Clefairy. I think Hyper Voice should do less than discharge, so Clefairy should definitely live it. Do I want to risk that? Because I also want to kill Mr. Tickles. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. No! Why would you do this? Please, Hyper Voice, don't kill. Thank goodness. And then I'm going to get the para on you. You're -1 speed, so Kirlia should outspeed. Kirlia, Nagisa, whatever. Get parried on you, nerd. We should definitely be able to catch this Clefairy now, hopefully. Hey, get a full para, even. Yeah! Alright, I'm just going to immediately try and use the Great Ball and hope that it works. So we can get this Clefairy out of the way, and then Shockwave will kill Mr. Tickles here. Get the Snubble out of my face. I'm so mad that the hack creator decided to take advantage of the fact that he could nickname the enemy Pokemon. Just stay in there, please. Nice. All right, that was really, really good. I'm very glad that you didn't get the double protect. I would have been pretty mad. Get out of here, you nerd. Not only did we catch... that was a waste of a crit, but whatever. Not only did we catch the Clefairy, but we took out the Snubble. I think she has 3 Mons left, if I'm not mistaken. Kiss? Loved it? No, it's Mawile. Weird. You have, like, nothing but fairies, huh? Yeah, there's a Marill. That's also a fairy. A fairy that's gonna absolutely get destroyed by, whatever move it is I'm thinking of. You know what? I'm hard switching into Saix. I'm doing it. You can't stop me. And then, Koji, just, I really don't want to discharge Saix, so I am going to Shockwave the Marill. I think it's the better choice. The Marill is also level 24, which is pretty high. What's up? It's your boy. Shiny Matang is here to put the hurt. Get Shockwaved on. Unfortunately, did not get the kill there, but the next one will, definitely. Not Metal Claw. Oh, no. That was a crit. We good, though. We good. Oh, that looks painful. Don't hit that. Yeah, easy dodge. Oranberry. Okay. So I think here, like, I want to Iron Head you and then also discharge, even though it's... Oh, come on. Michael warned me that the enemy would spam protect in this game. This is really unfortunate. Yeah, it's about as much as I expected to do. Please don't para Matang. Thank you. Hopefully Iron Head can kill after that. Ooh, nice para. This Mawile has huge power, by the way, because it did not intimidate when it was sent in. Or it has Hyper Cutter. I think its other ability is Hyper Cutter. But, I mean, its ability now is that it's dead, so who cares? Very good experience. I love that. Cuddles? Oh, it's a Wigglytuff. Dude, I'm gonna Iron Head. It's level 19. I'm gonna Iron Head it to Oblivion, and I'm gonna kill you with Shockwave. See you later, sucker. Stop! That's what you get. Trying to protect twice in a row. Who do you think you are? Goodbye. I do love the, like, mid-air corkscrew barrel roll maneuver Marill does when it gets hit. It's pretty nice. This fight actually wasn't that bad. I was afraid that it would be, like, insanely difficult, but it was actually okay. It wasn't, like, super easy, but we didn't get curb stomps like I was afraid might happen. Hidden Power. Is it gonna... Hidden Power Ice! Yo, is that scripted? That's gotta be scripted. I mean, like, I have to. I hate to only have Discharge as our option for electric moves. But, well, I mean, we have a ground type and a grass type that also has Lightning Rod. And then, like, Kirlia, when it becomes Gardevoir especially, has really high Spadef, so it can totally tank some discharges, especially if I have it set up Calm Minds. And then Bagon will eventually be a Salamence, so then it'll be neutral damage to Bagon, but while it's Bagon and Shelgon, it'll be resisted. So I think it's fine to have Discharge. We might get rid of Discharge for, like, Thunderbolt later on, but I think for now we can get rid of Shockwave, keep Discharge, because I also want to keep Protect, and part of me is, like, get rid of Hyper Voice. But I don't know. I mean, let's think about it. If I have Electric and Ice, but not Normal, what type can I not hit? I can hit Ghost, I can hit Rock, I can hit Ground, I can hit Dragon, I can hit Fairy, I can hit... I don't think there's any type that I can't hit if I just have Electric and Ice coverage. What resists Ice? Steel? I can hit Steel with Electric unless it's Steel Ground, but if it's Steel Ground, then Ice is neutral. Yeah, I think I just talked myself into keeping Shockwave and getting rid of Hyper Voice. Let's do it. Hyper Voice was a really cool thing to have at the start, but I just don't think it's worth it on Koji at this point. And Hidden Power Ice is so good. Rather that's a random draw or scripted, that's great. Because that's usually the Hidden Power you want. That or, like, Hidden Power Water, I think, is a thing that Jolteon runs fairly commonly. to, like, knock out rock ground, because I think there's a lot of rock ground, like Rhyperior and other stuff in the RU tier, which is where Jolteon is. What on earth? How could you be strong? I'm really good. I'm actually the greatest. I took your Clefairy, too. Oh, I so hate to say this. Little boy, I can't beat you right now. Hashtag Master Greevil will be so cross, but that's okay. I'll let you owe me this one time, what? But you have to promise you will think about my plan next time. I could not care less. If you see XG001, I'm sure you will so want to help me. I'll so be waiting for you. Stop using the word so. Lovrina. Oh, you dropped something. I want that. Chaos, you have grown tough, haven't you? In fact, I'm amazed at how much stronger you've grown in this short a time. I guess we'll be relying on you even more from now on, Chaos. Now that we know Cypher is back, we need to move quickly. We have to come up with ways of stopping them. This time, let's really head back to the HQ lab. Will do. After I take this SD card. Whatever that's for. Here, may I see that? Sure, man. Here you go. Huh. This may be something important. We'll take it back and analyze it. Sounds like a plan. That fight took like 15 minutes? Holy cow. Where is all of my session gone? Oh, wow. I forgot that you fast-traveled me here. Thanks to you, Chaos, I was able to return safe and sound. Sincerely, thank you. Though it was a horrible ordeal, I learned a few things when I was in that desert lab. First and foremost, Cypher hasn't disappeared. Oh, you don't say. The fact that they're still around is alarming. Worse, they are making more Shadow Pokemon again. And worst of all, they are trying to create the ultimate Shadow Pokemon, one that is impossible to purify. Cypher must be plotting world domination using Shadow Pokemon as their weapons again. To counter Cypher's new Shadow Pokemon conspiracy... Oh, hello. Who's this guy? Director, Lily, we did it! The Purify Chamber is finally complete! Oh my! Oh, what fantastic timing. It's finally finished. Lily, thank you. Thank you for pulling everyone together so capably in my absence. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's all go have a look at the Purify Chamber. Let's. I actually really like the Purify Chamber, and I like it even more since in this game they've added more Shadow Pokemon. Makes me even more excited for it to exist. I loved using it back in XD. Take a good look, Chaos. This is the Purify Chamber. Chaos, your father and I designed it 5 years ago when we were motivated by the Shadow incident. If evildoers were to create Shadow Pokemon again, we wanted to be able to save them ourselves. Chaos, your father believed that passionately. To honor your father's wishes, I put together our Pokemon HQ lab. Chaos, if your father were here, I'm sure that he would be delighted. While I was gone, everyone seems to have rallied around Lily and made things happen. Okay, Chaos, we'll have you lead the way. The glorious history of the Purified Chamber will begin with you. But first, if you would be so kind as to briefly explain how the Purified Chamber works. Certainly. Okay, Chaos, listen closely. The Purified Chamber is a facility in which Shadow Pokemon undergo purification through contact with regular Pokemon. Purification is conducted on what we call a set. This is where Shadow Pokemon comes into contact with regular Pokemon. I do actually remember how to do this all, like, perfectly easily. Like, I know exactly how it works, but I don't know. I'll read this little tutorial for the sake of you viewers in case you don't know. I actually did have someone tell me that they had never seen XD before when they started watching this playthrough, so probably good for people like that. In the center of a set, one Shadow Pokemon is placed. Up to 4 regular Pokemon can be placed around the Shadow Pokemon. We have 9 of those sets here. That means we can efficiently purify up to 9 Shadow Pokemon at the same time. There is one thing you need to be careful about. Purification won't proceed if you place only a single Shadow Pokemon on a set. Purification can only happen if there is at least 1 regular Pokemon on a set with a Shadow Pokemon. The number of regular Pokemon placed with a Shadow Pokemon and their compatibility are key points. First, the number of regular Pokemon. The more regular Pokemon you place with a Shadow Pokemon, the quicker purification is. Next, the compatibility of Pokemon. Compatibility depends on the types of the Pokemon involved and the direction they face. By adjusting these factors, you'll likely see differences in purification speeds. If you need details, I'll be happy to explain later, but right now I'd like you to check the sets out. The Purified Chamber status is on standby. System status is good to go. Step onto that circular plate, a holographic image of the Pokemon involved in purification will appear. Well, it would if there were actually some Pokemon on the sets. When you're checking the hologram, you can zoom to individual sets. At any selected set, you can configure things as you see fit. A control panel will appear for you to pick the Pokemon you want to place on the selected set, position them, and so on. If you bring some Pokemon Chaos, you can place them on sets. Don't worry, you'll figure it out when you actually try it. We'll also be around to provide advice if you need it. First, check the hologram, please. Yo, let's go. It's time. Let's do it. Alright. Let's edit it. I love this thing. I actually forgot about this music, but as soon as it started up, like, just memories came flooding back to me. Alright, so who do I want to purify first? I'm probably going to put Shroomish in the party relatively soon, so I'm not going to mess with him. And Electrike I said I would probably use too, so I think these two we can just not bother with them for now, because we will use them to, we'll use them for whatever. Whatever I just said. We'll use them in the team, and they'll get purified that way. Let's actually do Meditite, because Fighting and Psychic is a good Pokemon to be, like, in the around thing. It's really easy to get set bonuses and whatnot by having a Fighting Psychic type. That's a really good type to match up. And then we will use Kage. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. We'll use Kage, who Fighting defeats. So this color, this, like, light blue, normally it would be a darker blue like it currently is, going around in the circle, if it weren't for the fact that it's super effective. So it only takes precedence of super effectiveness. It doesn't take into account not very effective. So the fact that it's psychic doesn't matter. All that matters is that fighting beats dark, and that's why that color is like that. So now Tailo will add in as well. I keep going to party for some reason. And unfortunately, it doesn't, dark does nothing to normal and flying flying does nothing to dark. But you would have seen here, you see how that's light? Wait a minute. You see how that's like light blue? It's the super effective thing? That's because they made it where normal counts as super effective on normal. So you can actually set up like 4 normals in a row to do that. I do think it's worth more to just have, it is, you can tell by the way the data looks. It's worth more to have 2 Pokemon, even if they're not super effective on one another, than to just have a normal type super affecting itself. And also, as you can see, even though flying resists fighting, fighting beats normal. So this is still like white blue, light blue, whatever you want to call it. It still counts as super effective, because the super effectiveness always takes precedence over any resistances. So yeah, there you go. That's the basics of it. And as we get, the reason I'm doing Meditite is because, as you could probably figure out, like, hey, once you get Meditite, like, Meditite can beat Dark, flying can beat Meditite. It'll be really easy to get some super effective stuff going once we have a Meditite, because Meditite matches really well with both Poochyena and Tailo. So that'll be easy to manage. So there you have it. Yeah, and then you get this awesome little, like, musical thing with them, like, moving around. I love it. Alright, yeah, and then it's a domino effect. The more Shadow Pokemon you get purified, the more you can put in sets around, the more types you get, the easier it is to, get, like, super effective ones going on. And there's also something special you can do. I won't spoil it for those of you who don't know. There's something special you can do at the end of the game, or really close to the end of the... No, it would be the end of the game. There's something really cool you can do at the end of the game if you actually set up all 9 rooms with a perfect tempo, a perfect super effective chart on all of them. But, and I'll be doing it in this playthrough, so you'll get to see it when that happens. But hey, there you go. Sick. How did you find the Purify Chamber? Using this system, it's possible to purify mini Shadow Pokemon at the same time. Oh, also, you can access the Purify Chamber for mini PC. Be sure to try that feature. Now, the issue is how Shadow Pokemon should be recovered from Cypher. It looks as if you'll have to get busy some more with the Snag Machine, Chaos. I'm on it, dude. Alright, I guess I'm out of here. Wow, our long-held dream, the Purify Chamber, is finally finished. It stirs up emotions. It's bringing up a lump in my throat. Sigh. Good for you, dude. Talk to my mom. The director came back safely and the Purified Chamber was completed. We can finally slow down and catch our breath. After your father passed away, Professor Crane and I carried on with his studies. If you were here to see this, I'm sure that your father would be happy and proud. By the way, I'm pretty sure that this is like the last time the Pokemon HQ and these people are like ever relevant. I don't think we really chat with these nerds, except for occasionally in the rest of the game, for what I can remember. Oh, also you can access the Purified Chamber from any PC. Oh yeah, you already said that. Alright, well I'm out. Oh, speaking of Cypher, Lily, have you made any progress from that data ROM we brought back from Cypher's lab? Oh yes, I've asked Dex to analyze the contents of that SD card. It should be ready soon. Chaos, could you go upstairs and ask Dex how he's... Can you ask Dex how he's doing? Dex is the man in the room next to the director's office. Remember, he was compiling the basic data. Big Brother's tired, so Jovi will go. Oh, Jovi, it's okay. This is for work. This stupid child. I'm so glad that you're basically irrelevant after this point. Ahaha, seeing Jovi and her boundless energy makes me realize I'm back home. Anyway, I wonder what's on that SD card. Oh, Jovi, there's no stopping you. Please, Chaos, go ask Dex how he's doing in his office upstairs. We will do that later, because I think we're actually about done for today. Yeah, we're at about 25 minutes-ish. So what I actually want to do to wrap up is get over to Agate. And what is... Oh, Bagon can now be purified. I thought that he was already good to go. I'm glad he is now. That's good timing, because as I was saying, what I want to do to finish up today is actually purify these 3 and name them, and then we'll be done. So, yeah. Ba-bow. Next time we might put Shroomish and maybe even Electrike into the party? I'm not sure. We'll see. I kind of want to run with Trico and Bagon and Phanpy for a little bit. I don't really want to move any of them out. Although Koji and Trico would be the ones that we move out. But yeah, let's name these fools. Also, I probably could have just moved them into the Purify Chamber, purified them, and done it that way. But this is probably the last time we'll ever use... Well, actually, now that I think about it, I kind of want to use the Relic Stone. I really like the Relic Stone, and, you know, it brings back nostalgia of both Colosseum and this game. So... I think we'll probably use the Relic Stone anytime I want to purify a party Pokemon that's in the party. But all other Pokemon will be purified through the Purify Chamber, is the plan. I don't only just want to catch every Shadow Pokemon, I also want to purify every Shadow Pokemon in this playthrough. Because I think you get a special Shadow Pokemon at the end of the game. I don't know if it's if you catch every Shadow Pokemon, or if you purify every Shadow Pokemon. I can't remember what happens if you purify them all, but whatever. I'll save Bagon for last, because that's the one that a lot of people gave a name for, and they're probably thinking, we'll do Phanpy first. Bam. What moves are you going to get, Phanpy? Give me EQ. Just do it. You won't. Or give me, like, Seed Bomb or something. I don't know. Something awesome. Knockoff. Play rough. Dude, that's sick. I love that. That's a good one. Also got a free level up. Well, not really free level up, but you know what I mean. Got to level up off of it. Alright, so... I'm kind of battling with myself on what I want to name it. I think I am going to go with Flappy Jr. Because Flappy is the name of the Dawn fan that had a Mega, even. In, I have enough space for it, too. In my, Pokemon Insurgence playthrough, which was the playthrough just before this one. Do I need to put a period at the end of this, or no? I think it's better without the period. But yeah, so this is going to be Flappy Jr. because of Flappy from my Pokemon Insurgence playthrough. Because I had Flappy at the start of Insurgence, all the way to the end of Insurgence. I used Flappy in almost every, like, important fight and everything, because Mega Donphan was broken and it had Stealth Rock and everything. So, it only seems fair that I name you Flappy Jr. in honor of, the Flappy from the Pokemon game that I played literally right before this one. Insurgence was the playthrough I finished, and then I moved to this Pokemon playthrough. So, is the J supposed to be capitalized? I don't know how juniors work. Let me see what it looks like if I capitalize the J. I think that looks better. We can change it later if I really want to. Flappy Jr. There we go. I know the R shouldn't be capitalized. That would look awful. Alright, we got Flappy Jr. And then the Trico nickname, and I actually really like this one. I just realized I chose 2 nicknames that Lone Wolf suggested, but, you know, it is what it is. Because I'm also going to use his nickname suggestion for this Trico. I probably just won't pick any more of his in the future, but unless he gives me a really good one. So don't take that as an excuse, Lone Wolf, to be like, oh, well, I don't have to leave nicknames anymore. Still do it. I might still take yours if they're really good. But I try not, I really don't. I make a bit of an effort, not a major effort, but I make a small effort to not choose the same person's names over and over again. That's not to say that I won't, because obviously I just used 2 of Lone Wolf's in a row, because we're going to use Zirconis for this one, which is the name of the Jade Dragon from Fairy Tail. Which, by the way, Lone Wolf, I take a small bit of offense. You, like, explained exactly why it was Zirconis. It's like it's the Jade Dragon from Fairy Tail. It's his full name, etc., etc. I know who Zirconis is. I watched Fairy Tail. I watched the entirety of both anime series, and I read the manga up until the final, like, halfway through the last arc, and then I got really bored and stopped reading it. I really need to go back and read the last, like, I think I was literally only 20 chapters away from being done with the series. I should have just finished it. I might do that over this summer, because in 20 chapters, I can read that in like an hour. So, I really need to get that done. But we're going with Zirconis. I actually really like that name. The Jade Dragon was funny from Fairy Tail. Alright, and lastly, the one that we've all been waiting for, Bagon. There are many good names. I kind of want to, I'm trying to remember a lot of them to, like, give shout-outs. By the way, a shout-out for the Phanpy nickname that could have been was W from Sork. It's the second time he's tried to get me to name it W, but, because of George W. Bush. And I was really close to going with W, but because it was female, I was like, nah. It's like, it's female, that's not gonna work. Plus Flappy Jr., it was like a match made in heaven, like the fact that, Poison Fang, that's, okay. That gets Sheer Force boosted, I'm pretty sure. Flamethrower, nice. But, W was close. Maybe one day. I mean, like, every time I get a chance to use Phanpy in a Pokemon playthrough, I'm probably gonna do it. So, the possibility of me eventually using W, it's still there. One day, Sork, I promise. If you just keep suggesting it, eventually I'll give in. But, Bagon nicknames that get, honorable mentions. And actually, let me see if I can, like, open up the comments on the video so I can actually read off them, because I want to remember them all. I can, like, sort of remember them, but I can't really remember exactly. Oh, here we go. You might accidentally hear my voice coming through the mic. No, quiet, phone. I don't want to have to copyright myself. Alright, so let me give some really good honorable mentions where they're deserved. Dieva, which is a name for a false god in Zoroastrian religion, which is that was a really good one. I really like that one. Spyro and Cinder were both suggested, but I'm not a huge Spyro fan. I've never actually played a Spyro game. I am planning on doing the trilogy when the remaster is released, but I like the idea of Spyro. I just haven't gotten the chance to play it. Draconia was a pretty good one. What else? Tiamatria, which is a female name of another name that I'll explain in a second. Slyro, my good friend Slyro, his mascot is Bagon, but it's a female Bagon, and I can't fit female Slyro. I could do what I did in my other playthrough when I had a Salandit named after Slyro. I just put the female symbol and then Slyro. But, nah, my boy Slyro, he's great. He's awesome, but that's not what I'm going with. I think that's all of them, or most of them. They're all really good, but the one that I went with was Tiamat, which is where the person who suggested Tiametra was like, hey, just do like a more female version of it. But I'm going with Tiamat because that actually is a female goddess in Babylonian mythology. I like the name Tiamat, just period. It's a cool sounding name. And on top of all that is from Babylonian history, which Babylon is one of the Civ 5 civilizations that I play the most, so I really like Babylon in general. So Tiamat it is. There you go. Alright. That took way longer than I thought. Like, we were at like 25 minutes, and I was thinking, cool, I'll spend like 2 or 3 minutes naming these Pokemon into a little before half an hour. But actually now we're like at 33 minutes. So there you have it. We've got our 3 new purified Pokemon, Flappy Jr., Tiamat, and Zirconis. I like it. I like it a lot. So I think I'll probably go 1 or 2 more videos with using this squad, and then we'll probably, like, switch out Zirconis and Koji for Electrike and Shroomish and start getting to work on purifying them and see how that goes. But for now, that is all for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I don't remember where we go next. I think we might go to Pirate Town next is the next big thing. By the way, playtime 420. Awesome. Second best. What is this? That camera angle. Why did it do that? Whatever. But yeah. When we come back next time, we'll go see what's up with the data disk and continue on from there, yada yada. It'll be great fun. We'll get the Purify Chamber rolling. Every single Pokemon that gets purified just means that we get 1 step closer to having, like, eventually we'll have, like, 4 sets going at once, and they'll get purified super fast, and then it'll be, like, before you know it, we'll have all 9 sets going at maximum power, and it'll be great. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time, and until then, farewell.